Hi, how's it going? You got a little glitch. Is it taking a second? Okay, there, fine, yeah, okay. Um, let's get something straight. Chicago's City Key program is disingenuous and it's a fraud. Where's Ramiro Gonzales? Where is former Cicero town president Ramiro Gonzales? I spoke in person and was also present when he presented to a group of people. In 2009, his program that he was recommending for the town of Cicero concerning a identification document or that would be provided to people who were undocumented immigrants in Cicero that would be backed by the good faith and credit of the town of Cicero in order to support people that were trying to engage in a process of immigration proceedings within the United States. This is more than 5 years before your alleged task force. And you know, around the time that Ramiro was disappeared, so was I. Nothing about the City Key program that is represented right now, or that has been since May of 2018, was at all legitimate or accurate. You stole somebody else's strategy. You stole somebody else's strategy. You retaliated against the people who were involved with trying to promulgate that strategy. You allowed for horrendous acts of slander and libel to be visited on someone I understand was actually in public office in the town of Cicero. Did you do it as part of your kickback to the Chicago police pension system? Did you allow for undue influence or other crimes in accordance with the political capital of the opposition candidate to aid and abet you in disappearing a former town president, as well as other people who might have evidence of the crimes you committed against him? I was in Chicago for nearly a year. I went to Cicero. There was no evidence of him or what was involved with the efforts around the campaign season of 2008 in Cicero, comparable to what was there before I left at the beginning of 2010, the end of 2009. You disappeared him. It's a real thing. And apparently it's a real thing that actually happens within the United States. For whatever reason you made the justification to permit it to happen, this program is not Chicago's. And I contend what Chicago has done with it is heinous. It's worse than securities fraud. I contend what you're doing is you're providing these alleged documents so that you can create some sort of false paradigm of duplication of identities to allow for a dark economy, including what? Non-legal tender, virtual convertible currencies. And in the course of that, while you wanted to pay lip service to the toxic swap deals, you did everything you could to avail yourself of the illicit advantages that came with their continued promulgation. It was not difficult to actually come up with a just cause argument, to have those waivers of liability retracted, and to actually have those swap deals canceled on par with how other cities did. I contend that political operators within the city of Chicago created some sort of down low deal with Rahm Emanuel to put a certain kind of blame on him with an understanding they could leverage it in an effort to try to engage in some sort of high stakes, high risk systematology they were hoping would pay off long term, especially if they had the backing of a former president. And I contend it hasn't worked. And it's really difficult because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm here in Texas. I had to come to Texas in fear of my life before the 2016 election after spending nearly a year in Chicago being trafficked and attempted for extortion into huge crimes. They were only compounded when I got down here. And while you guys want to play your Houston versus Southside hot potato game, yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Neither side actually has a just cause argument because neither side is being honest about what the actual contexts are. And the rest of us get caught in the crossfire and you just lie about it. You lie about it and you slander and libel us so you can mischaracterize acts of securities fraud and are supposed to pay your salaries and your pension benefits. And I'm sick of it. It is a global calamity and none of you have been honest this whole time. Why are you intentionally and materially altering actual official information about the operations of the city of Chicago, including ones that are 5 years old. Are you hoping to have a better refi on your convertibles coming up? The problem is you're missing very pertinent information. And all you've done is allowed more vulnerabilities, as you would call them, to be implanted into whatever you're doing that are going to be exploited by the same people that have been exploiting them for the last 10 years. See, if you had taken the charges of securities fraud seriously, if you've been honest about the municipal financing, including what was actually going on with your municipal bond scheme and how it contributed to what was going on with the pension system, you wouldn't have had so many people murdered recently. But for whatever reason, you guys seem to have made some deal where despite your lip service and your clamoring, including in public forums that other people are prevented from being able to participate on, you are not actually willing to get to the actual substantive issues that are really at work. Where's Ramiro Gonzales? Where is Ramiro Gonzales? Where is the former town president of Cicero? Why did you steal his political platform, disappear him, slander his entire community, and then exploit anybody who knew him? Why did you do this City Key program? It is one of the most heinous things that's ever happened. Why? Because before you guys consecrated it in 2018, you made sure to racket my ass down to Houston to get beta tested. And I'm not dead. But you have effectively disappeared me, and I am not accepting it. You should have responded when I contacted you in 2017. I warned you. And I contend all you did was conspire to exacerbate it, hoping you would be able to acquire some blackmail. You have failed. You have failed. Where's Ramiro Gonzales? Where is Ramiro Gonzales?